Welcome to BlackScreenStories. My name is Austin. If you know me, you know I went to the homecoming dance senior year. Now, like I said in last week's episode, I asked a girl we'll call Elle to the homecoming dance. I go to her place, I pick her up, and we go to the dance. And like most high school dances, at least the ones I went to, everyone, once they get there and like they start playing music, everyone already groups up and they make circles. Now our group was maybe 10 or 12 people, and we circled up. I wasn't in the circle, so I was on the outside of our circle. No one would let me in. Even my best friend's like, hey, let's let Austin in the circle. They wouldn't. So at one point, L goes over to another kid we'll call W. And this was the guy who, in the previous story, I asked if he liked L and wanted to ask her to dance, and he said no. Turns out he actually did like L and was going to ask her to dance, and was mad at me for asking her. In the bigger scheme of things, everyone in that group was kind of mad at me for asking her and not letting W ask L, and that's why they weren't letting me in the circle. L's by W, and I go by L because she's my date. And I'm basically being ignored, so I'm like, I'm gonna go get some refreshments and snacks. Come back, basically just all the same things happening. I'm kind of getting over it. About halfway through, they're like, hey, we're gonna announce all the court people. So can all the people who are on the court meet in the cafeteria, which is right next to the gym where the dance was. And all the couples were talking to each other, trying to figure out how should we enter. Like, oh, should we do it bridal style? Should we do a funny dance? Me and Elle kept it simple. We did like a posh wave. You know, someone's like, oh, you're the wave like the queen, something. So we do that, we get all that done. And near the end of the dance, again, I couldn't even find Elle. I had no idea where she was. And I see a few of the girls' swim team. Since I was a manager during senior year, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to the girls' swim team. And I went over to them. They're like, oh, congratulations on making court. I'm like, hey, thank you. Oh, where is Elle at? I'm like, I don't know. So I talked to them for a while, and you know, the DJ announces, all right, this will be the last song. It'll be a slow song, and then the dance will be over. And I'm looking around. I don't find her, and I'm not going to spend half the song looking for her. So the girls swim team like, hey, why don't you just dance with us? I'm like, that is very kind of you. So I did dance with like 3 women at once. That was kind of fun. Dance over. I meet up with my best friend's girlfriend. I'm like, hey, where's Elle at? Like, oh, she went with some other people in the group to the pizza place we agreed to go on afterwards. I'm like, oh, okay. So I get in my car, I drive over there. When I get there, there was 3 spots left for me and my best friend's girlfriend. I sat at one corner of the rectangular table. She was at the complete opposite corner. Didn't say anything to me. I don't think she said anything at all the whole time we were there. We eat, we pay, and then at the end, she comes up to me. She's like, hey, Austin, can I talk to you for a second? I'm like, okay. So we go over to the side, and she's like, hey, I'm so sorry I did this to you. I didn't mean this happened. And the whole time I'm thinking, what is going on? I don't know anything that happened. So she didn't say what she did. She just is sorry for it. So I'm like, it's fine. And she's crying the whole time. So I give her a hug. I'm like, it's okay. She leaves. I meet up with my best friend. I'm like, hey, what happened? And he is livid for me. And this is why he's my best friend, because he gets mad for me. And it's great. So turns out during that last song, L and W were dancing together. And they kissed. And of course, everyone in that group is happy because they wanted them to be together. So the time when I talked to my best friend after the dance, before I got in my car to drive to the pizza place, that's when girlfriend told him, oh, did you hear what happened? And she told him what happened, and that's when he got mad for me. But she was happy because I guess she also wanted L and W to be together, which I still don't understand. And then she was kind of like defending L, like, oh, well, Austin was off dancing with the girls' swim team. And my best friend's like, yeah, because L was ignoring him the whole time. So they actually got in a little, like, couples argument over it. And he had my back the whole time, so good for him. But in the end, I didn't really see anything with L. L and W didn't even become a thing, so none of it really mattered. And even though I don't care, what happened after always makes me laugh. So L always kind of had a thing for this one guy who we assume played for the other team. They hook up, so it's her first time. Once they finish, he comes out of the closet. And I just find that so funny that happened to her. I mean her no ill intentions, but when my best friend first told me that story, I died laughing. Even to this day, I don't talk to L or W. And it's not like I hold any resentment towards them. It's just, once high school's over, you drift away from people, and that's fine. Wonderful 2-part homecoming extravaganza. If you enjoyed this video, see you next time. And now I'm sorry for wasting your time. I was somehow, on the outside of the circle. Hey, Tobias. Yeah? Okay. I don't know when you interrupted me. I think I'm just going to start with that was not in the circle. You knocked your mouse under the couch, didn't you? Yeah. Well, is it far? Alright, Well, okay, I will help you look for it. Yes, I'm helping. Okay. I need to find it. Yes. Okay, I'm helping. Yes, I'm helping. Get your cat ass out of my face. Where did you lose it at? Oh, it's right there. Okay. That's actually not too bad. There you go. We should... Oh, I know the mic is picking that up, Tobias. Can you play in the off room? Thank you. Here, go play in there. There was 3 of them, so I go over and talk to them. Tobias. Did you just knock it under the couch? Oh, no, it's right here. Tobias, what do we make of this? The longest recording.